I've had a lot of new cars. So my opinion about thinking that they're garbage, well, it's based on a lot of data. And I want to talk a little bit about why I've realized new cars are garbage. It's not just the tech. It's not just about disconnecting from reality. It's also about value. Okay, so keep in mind, that truck, it's now out of frame, MSRP $58,000. I arranged it at $55,000. It's a lease. See these 4 cars. So these vehicles, I'm going to go through the price of each one, what it is. We're going to look at the total. We're going to compare that to not only the total price of that truck, but we're also going to compare it just to what the lease itself costs. For one, this is my truck. I say my truck, but it's a lease. But it's a vehicle currently registered in my name that I've personally put almost 26,000 miles on. And I'm not really happy with it at all. And this lease is $600 a month, 0 down, on a truck that has an MSRP of $58,000. Total payments are there around $24,000 to drive this thing 32,000 miles. Now let me stop and reiterate. $24,000 to drive this for 32,000 miles. I'm not going to buy it out. I ate all the depreciation on this vehicle. It's currently worth less than my buyout on trade-in. And I'm going to show you the vehicles that I purchased, what they cost in relation to this, vehicles I currently own. And I'm going to show you why. This is why. And we're going to start right over here. You guys know the Jeep. Let's talk about the Nissan 200SX SER. All right, so this is the Nissan 200SX SER. This is a 1998. This vehicle was purchased for $4,500. It's got 145,000 miles on it. It's rust-free. It isn't without its imperfections, but it's solid and it's serviceable. No rust, well-maintained, good ownership history. It's got the SR20D engine, which revs to 7,500 RPM with a 5-speed manual. No traction control. It does have ABS, I believe. And it gets 32 miles per gallon. Does 0 to 60 in the mid-7s. Weighs 2,500 pounds. Yeah, 32 mile per gallon commuter. Simple to work on, readily available parts. This is from Nissan's heyday, $4,500 commuter car. I wish they built them like this today, and at some point I will release a video highlighting more information and a driving experience with this specific vehicle. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's move on to the next one. You guys already probably know the Jeep Cherokee, featured in a video that I did pretty recently. It got a lot of views. Not really sure why. I think the emotional message resonated with a lot of people, although I'm a car guy. That's just how I felt that day and how I feel about this vehicle. This is this is my trooper right here. This is a really nice unit. This is a rust-free vehicle. $4,500. This is a 1995 Jeep Cherokee in country trim, 4-liter inline 6 automatic transmission. Selectable 4-wheel drive, no auto 4-wheel, solid axles front and rear, super cheap to service. Again, $4,500. And for all the people that say you can't get parts, you can. And you can't get it worked on, you can. There's plenty of small repair shops that are independent that would love to see someone come in with one of these. They're so easy to work on. You'll make friends with the mechanic when you bring this in because they're going to want to talk about it. Mechanics love these things. Mechanics do not drive new cars. But this is number 2. This is the number 2 daily driver. This and the Sentra are going to get most of the seat time. And again, the truck lease, when that's over, that's going away. Probably this spring. I'll probably buy it out early just to be done with it. I don't want to pay for the insurance anymore. So we got $45,000 and $4,500. We're up to $9,000. Let's move to the next one. All right, the next one's particularly quirky. This is a car that I personally love, and I'm a big advocate of buying what you like. No matter what the mainstream car culture says, if you like it, buy it. If it makes sense to you, buy it because you're buying it for you. You're not buying it for anyone else. Your friends don't need to think it's cool. The internet doesn't need to think it's cool. I think it's cool. This is a 1987 Dodge Shelby Charger. It has a 2.2-liter turbocharged engine, 146 horsepower, 168 foot-pounds of torque. Weighs around 2,450 pounds. So it's slightly lighter than the 200SX, with a lot more torque and a comparable power number with a 5-speed manual transmission. No driver aids, no traction control, simple to service. Not as notoriously reliable as the other two cars because they're often neglected. Now, this specific one is a 51,000 mile car. It's had a repaint that's pretty good from the belt line up, probably from paint fade, but there's no rust. And I've liked these for a long time. Good friend of mine had one when we were kids. A lot of memories in that car. Nostalgia drives the market. I paid top dollar for this car. But it's really special to me. It's fun. It makes turbo noise. It's got turbo lag. 80s nostalgia. And you'll always have the only one. It's super cool. And there'll also be another video of this coming up, but there's a few on my channel already if you want to check them out. I paid $9,300 for this plus $1,000 to ship it enclosed. So I was at $10,300. I put tires on it. I did new shift rods to this car. I've done some work to it, and honestly, right now, oh man, I don't even want to admit it. I probably got like $11,500 in this car. Boom. But you know what? We're going to get to the tally at the end. We'll talk about total dollars invested. Before you call me crazy, we'll just look at the lineup, cost versus the truck. On to the next one. All right, so to the last car in my current revolving inventory, because I'm addicted to cars, is this 1991 Mustang LX 5.0. This is a car that has a lot of sentimental value to me as a model. Fox body Mustangs. I'm 42 years old. These things were everywhere when I was a kid. I had a lot of them. They used to be $3,000 all day. So this car is not quite stock. Just to go over the specs for the nerds, it does have a lowered suspension on SR springs, Coney shocks. It has a larger Cobra brake upgrade. It's 5-lug converted. It still has rear drums, built 8.8 with 355s and a Vortex supercharger. I put the 17-inch 10 holes on. So all in on this car, where I'm at right now, I bought it for $12,500, put the wheels on, sold the old wheels. I'm into this car for around $13,200, right? A new one's $55,000. You could go maybe cheaper on a base model, but they're a lot faster. But I'm not a clout chaser. I don't need to impress anybody. I don't need to win any races. I'm driving by myself, and I'm having a good time. All these cars together. Let's talk about that for a minute. Okay, so let's talk about all these cars together in price totals. We're going to go right down the line. Sentra, $4,500. Jeep, $4,500. We're not going to include tax. We'll just round it to $11,500 into this, and $13,200 into that. Now let me do some quick math here. That's $9,000, $11,500. That's $20,500. And this one at $13,200, $20,500, $30,000, $13,200. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on camera, but I'll put the math above me. Okay, I know it's in the low 30s. I'm not that smart and it's showing. The low 30s. So I paid about $24,000 to put 35,000 miles, 32,500 miles in that truck. Put that into perspective. And the buyout on that car, $32,500 at the end of the lease. These vehicles are right in that range. So I got my choice, right? My one brand new truck that's going to continue to depreciate and has a $3,000 alternator and a $2,000 touchscreen, or I can drive these. And when one breaks, the other one will pick up where that one left off. I want to make it really clear what my message is in regard to the car culture. No clout chasing. Buy what you like. Specs be damned. It doesn't matter. Specs do not matter. Find the car that feels good when you drive it. Spend your money smart, because when the novelty of speed and comfort and luxury wear off, you're left with a vehicle you have to put fuel in, you have to insure, maybe you have to make a payment on it, and you've got to drive it, you've got to look at it, you've got to live with it. So make whatever decision is right for you. But keep in mind, newer is not always better. That's the takeaway. You can do a lot more with your money, and I'll add as a final note, all these vehicles, they've been done depreciating for years. The only money I'll lose on these if I go to sell them is if I crash them or any maintenance or repairs I put in them. I'd put an engine in that Jeep, short, long block, $2,600. I could do it, no problem, and I would before I bought a new Jeep. Not even a question. But I wanted to make this video to kind of clarify where I'm coming from, why I feel the way I feel, and to let people know that it is with an educated background of owning more new cars than most people ever will, spending a lot of money to do it, eating a lot of depreciation, and kind of coming out of that COVID bubble of us all feeling so prosperous financially to coming into this recession where maybe we feel like we should tighten it up a little bit. And looking back, I realized it was pretty foolish to spend money the way I did. And especially when you couple that with the fact that I'm having way more fun for way less money, it's a no-brainer. I appreciate you guys listening to me rant. Keep your eye out for videos on the Mustang, which I've already actually filmed, and I'll edit that soon. And the Charger, I've got a few on the channel. I might do another one, and hopefully before season end I can squeeze one in on the Nissan. I appreciate you guys watching. Have fun. Enjoy the drive.